Me share young musicians in Ghana. Inuboninum omumufa dodo noa o hamunchiche mwadio son wi ansa no beba stage no na wode asi jasoa ahonanam oba wo huri a wonwene ho wase. You see, 8 years of MPP. I will compare their work on this screen in this building. When we finish, you make the decision and go and vote. Now they are about phone and come here telling us, say, your mom pay your mouth. Sankwa si ampire no. Ye move you. Stand, your pong. This government is full of genies and jumbers. Serious. Full of genies and jumbers. When we hit the Turnpike 95, the longest motorway in possibly the world, arguably, starting from Canada to Florida, we drove almost like 5 hours. 10 lanes going, 10 lanes coming. At a point it narrows to 4 lanes, opens up to 5 lanes and all that. Then I realized how Ghana have become genies and jumpers. When you are here, you feel everything is normal. It's not. It's not. We are peddling and riding in madness, mediocrity, status quo, and we make it normal. You have people who can see. Everything is normal. Journeys and jumpers. And you have raised up young people. All they are thinking is lottery. Single 439. Oh, the payment, oh, date of birth. Stupidity. It to the highest. Me say, I could phone the child to Asansa for the betting companies. Jennies and Jambras and woman one some Ghana. Jennies and Jambras and Yen Sadia dear to tell them you know publicity and many are the microphone no madam. Why don't they give to their children? Yen some Ghana. I don't woman from my woman. I don't woman Marco National Parliament as MPs. Why don't they give it to their own children? Give it to them. So genies and jumpers. When I was, away, I saw, the reportage of a young man that have died, somewhere, and they mistaken his identity. And I was asking first question, Ghana, have you forgotten what you did to Captain Mahama? Kwasi amaya monunity ye obi ye boni ayemoro no obi awaye boni no. That is why we have something we call rule of law. Put the person to the law court, allow him to a fair trial, give him the opportunity to defend himself, give him the opportunity to be able to vindicate himself. If he is guilty, allow him to go to prison in dignity. Yemfabo mo biti so asiade we ya na ye bi Captain Mahama de bobo ni ti so obi ma mi gina ne so no opa matches hwie petrego ne so wasiafo amonwene. This is what you do to people in uniform. Abrante and they say, I have never seen any fine gentleman like that. He had a gun, 9mm short sidearm, full 16 rounds. Ammunition loaded. He saw foolish people like Jennies and Jambras, and he couldn't use the weapon. Asiafo te se enipa eku Captain Mahama. Then chida boas. Momo si ansi samudini. Pia mubeko biya saadi ya nibeso ama pampaso. Yenzi sa mudinya mudiye. You saw a man. Obi ba, obi papa, obi kunu, obi niya, obi asoreba. And you couldn't have even that discretion because Jenny ni jambre Jimmy no and I am a kumama. And you killed that young man. I'm doing somebody a swing yansa. No. Obi kwe jamai. So what? Muamote ha jaman force anyhow. The people that are seated here, how many of you are not promiscuous people? Who will be there? One of the most foolish things I have ever seen is for a man to go and sleep in a woman's house. One of the most stupid things I have ever heard. I'm telling you. Journeys and jumpers. You are not listening. Before I traveled, a young man died foolishly like that at Kaswa. You are still not learning. I'm seeing, look at that fine young man, bearded, lovely young man and his beautiful wife seated together in church. Young man, beautiful wife. It's nice, sweet. Look at my brother-in-law with his beautiful wife, nicely seated. Another brother-in-law with his beautiful wife, nicely seated with his. And you're Uhurisi hanwa koba oni oba we da no oni oba we ada wakuma na sei Jimmy wo wakume uja kwa osofu ni I'm talking to you with love me the word done e kasa kire o untia beti o tia me Jimmy free wakumem. The Bible said foolishness is full of the heart of a man, of a child, and the rod of correction, the word of God will remove it out of their heart. And Jimmy some church about foolishness is bound at the heart of a child. The rod of the word of God shall correct it and remove you far away from foolishness. I know Papa Bia Wu Tessa Nomu, a great man, wealthy man, left his children serious estate of properties. Correct your boys and I properties. Jenny Nejambra Kumana Sanity. The Bia Beshan in Sebu Intimius. Look at what Nkrumah did. You can have people stand and compare Nkrumah to who? Are you silly or something? Get back in line. You want to compare Nkrumah to who? Excuse me, sir. Back off. I was in a plane, a young pilot was sitting next to me, had a book. He just kicked me. I don't know how he read, notice I'm a Ghanaian. He kicked me. He didn't talk. At the back of the book, Kwame Nkrumah, New Colonialism, written at the back of the book. And then I smiled. A pilot is sitting next to me, carrying a memoir of Nkrumah. Speaking in nonsensical madness because you are not trained well. And talking nonsense and madness. Somebody builds a motorway you are struggling to even maintain. And you come here talking nonsense? Huh? Yeah, concrete yard. You wouldn't name Yansanka woko tare no. A 2 hour woko tare no. Yeah, the concrete crown web in a tare. You come here talking nonsense, comparing your mediocrity kind of leadership to madness. Tia! Munika sachira for tina mukikanse hunu no. Anytime I hold this thing, I cry. When I was leaving England 2010, the exchange rate to the dollar was 1.5. As I'm speaking to you, the exchange rate is 1.3. And it has been from 2010 till now, it has been 14 years. 14 years above from by 3 cents. 2010 till now, dollar and cedi. Now, people are quoting 16.1. And you come standing making comparison. Never talk of comparison. Tell the people of Ghana what you have done. If they want, let them vote for you. But I would do this nation good. In November, I would do a series. And I'm not talking about persons. 8 years of NDC, 8 years of MPP. I will compare their work on this screen in this building. When we finish, you make the decision and go and vote. Now they are called to a phone and come here telling us, say, your mom pay your mouth. Sankwa si ampaye no, ye mobi. Stand, your pong.